皆さん、また来てくださってありがとうございます。こちらはマンハッタンニューヨーク火曜日の夜です。ということでね、今日まだね、火曜日なんですけど、前半ニュースをやっていきたいと思います。ということで、はい、ドン。ということでね、もうこの方まだまだバズりまくっております。ニューヨークでございます。もうね、ニューヨーク死刑廃止、警官廃止してソーシャルワーカーが変わると。そして刑務所を廃止。そして世界に向けてアンチユダヤ人のプロパガンダ OK。白人層に増税。金持ちをぶっ壊せ。ということで、もうこの方ね、全く分かっていらっしゃらないんですね。金持ちをぶっ壊せということで、金持ちこのままだと出てっちゃいますので、現在、ニューヨークの市税の3分の2は、10% の金持ちのお金で賄われておりますということをぜひ分かってほしいと思います。そしてね、ユダヤ人が多いんですね、ニューヨークは。10ヨークって言われるほど、はい、ドン。これ見たことありますか？まあね、世界のね、メジャーなユダヤ人が多い都市にもこれあるんですけど、この透明な線。これね、ユダヤ人の結界なんですね。ユダヤ人は金曜日の夜から働けませんから、これの貼ってあるところはいいよみたいな感じで、まあ、ニューヨークのね、あらゆるところにこの線あるんですよ。ということでね、それだけ多いニューヨークで、アンティ・ジュイッシュ、これできますかっていうことなんですね。ということで、この人は消えていってくれると心から祈っております。そしてね、月曜日といえば、はい、ドン。今週はね、予算案を、4日までに通す。4日が独立記念日で、今週は週4ですのでね、早く決めるっていうことで、そして、イーロンがまたね、勃発。そしてそれに対してトランプさんも勃発っていうことで、揉めたんですけど、結局ね、実はね、今日のね、お昼ぐらいに、はい、ドン。通ったんですね。またね、50、50で、そして、JD バンスさんの票で、勝ちましたということで本当に良かったと思います。そしてニュースとしてははいドン。スクワッド2回目、今年2回目のスクワッドがありましたということでね、ルビオさんが、国務長官のルビオさんがホストということだったんですけど、もうね、このね、私ね、ルビオさんも大好きなんですね。スコット・ベッセントさんも大好きなんですけど、この方、次の大統領じゃないかなってちょっと私は最近思ったりもしています。ということでね、今日の動画は RFK ジュニアかスコット・ベッセントさんか、ルビオさんか迷ったんですけど、スクワッドもあったことですし、ルビオさんを乗っけます。どうぞ。
You have been given quite a lot of roles in this administration. Yeah. Look, no offense to these guys, but I have seen the before and after pictures of Secretary of State Blinken and former NSA Jake Sullivan. They don't look so hot at the end of all of this. And they were each doing one of those jobs. I mean, there are a lot of people that are saying, how on earth are you wearing these two hats? And what are the trade-offs that you have to think about?
There really isn't. I mean, in many cases, you end up being in the same meetings or in the same places. There's just one less person in there, if you think about it. The two jobs really do overlap in many cases. Obviously, there's the function of running the agency of the Department of State. But what I find myself in many cases doing is when a lot of people would come to Washington, for example, for meetings, and they'd want to meet with a national security advisor and then meet with me as Secretary of State. Now they can do both in one meeting. The same with when we're around the table, for example, in the Situation Room. There was a chair for the National Security Council and one for the State Department. Now they're both there.
Are you doing more time at the White House than traveling abroad?
Well, when there's a conflict, yeah. I mean, and so what we've had over the last couple of weeks is we've known that there might be something breaking out in the Middle East, and then we had to manage our role in it. So, yeah, you spend more time there in that regard. But I go to the State Department almost every day because we have a lot of bilateral meetings with foreign ministers that are coming to town, so I go and see them over there.
Well, and the NSC has changed a lot under you, and I think a lot of people know what the Secretary of State role is, but how do you envision what does the Marco Rubio NSC look like?
Well, it's not the Marco Rubio NSC, it's the Donald Trump NSC, and what its job is to coordinate the agencies to execute the president's mission. So it's the conductor of an orchestra. The NSC doesn't play the clarinet or the flute or the violin. Its job as the conductor is to make sure that everybody is playing the sheet music based on their instrument. And so you coordinate the different elements of our government depending on the issue, the national security issue. So if it's in this case, what's happening over the last couple of weeks, it's making sure the Department of Defense, the Department of Treasury, the Justice Department, all the different elements of government are represented around the table, and each of them have a piece or something they're supposed to be executing on and are doing their part. But ultimately, the ideas and the execution comes from the individual agencies. The job of the National Security Council is just to coordinate that, to ensure that all of the agencies are working together and doing their part of the broader strategic plan. We have a great team at state too, so it kind of works seamlessly. It's worked very well so far, and I think the outcome proves it here with regards to what we've seen with Israel and Iran.